Mhm. Hello, and welcome to Soul Arts Astrology, little podcast action on the full moon and a new rom-com. This is my communique and Calais for June 28th to the July 4th day, 2026. I'm your host, Mary-Laurence Bevington. Our title today is Maybe Sometimes Life Rigs in Our Favor. Give me a full moon, midsummer, and a romantic comedy, or give me sad emoji face. People poo-poo rom-coms occasionally, claim they're not true to life, that they're too cupcakey, formulaic, would never happen-y. But I stand here today on this soapbox, atop this hill to say, rom-coms rule my world, especially if they tend clever. I savor them like an aged Bordeaux blend, like shining, everlasting gobstoppers in a weary world. To me, rom-coms are opportunities to feel the frisson of hope as the ending credits roll. Further, rom-coms give us chances to trust in the dream that someday, someday, the suffering will end. A friend going through a divorce often ended our phone calls with, well, now I'm going to pour a glass of wine, take a bath, and snuggle up with a rom-com. In those days, I'd given up the sauce and was living in a dry cabin with spotty internet, but I knew what she meant. Voicemails from Isabelle offers a new shape for a rom-com, one augured in the rainbow colors of Generation Z, aka the Zoomers, joyful realism, albeit with a touch of young millennials cross-fading into a just survive the sandstorm, Burning Man aesthetic. Both subjects of the love story embody alpha and beta energies. The two switch back and forth in a braided blues dance alongside their other dear dears, i.e., a magical sister, best friends, cool parents, and quirky yet reliable colleagues, all while villains lurk in a clown-like realm, unable to fully stir the pot, regardless of their tireless efforts. All sways back and forth between the distant and lovingly hand-in-hand cities of Austin, Texas, and San Francisco, California. Plus, the whole of the film follows a reimagined Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks story arc, an arc that buoys up the two partners and enables them to straddle the worlds of realism and make-believe, reminiscent of the way that the 1990s rom-coms invited us to have faith in impossibilities blossoming into the larger-than-life wonder of the big screen. I could drink in the coda that rounds out the whimsical and a touch tragic shenanigans. The coda that suggests maybe, sometimes, life's rigged in our favor for a languid spell. For this message acts like a soft heartbeat across the universe, a special delivery from heaven to earth. As fate would have it, media tends to entangle with the energies at hand. That is to say, so much of what pops up in the concert, film, literary, social, and theater spheres reflects the music of the spheres. The rom-com, Voicemails from Isabelle, released on June 19th, 2026, Juneteenth, and the same day Chiron entered Taurus. Yes, people. As Chiron begins his slow, slow, quick rock step, we have a rom-com of the sweetest, quirkiest persuasion, equal parts heartbreak, unfiltered living, and connectivity. I've watched it twice since Juneteenth, and I've been playing the theme song in stolen moments. Robins dancing on my own, imitating the artist's moves and shaking my groove thing. Incidentally, there's a footnote here. If you go all the way to the bottom, the YouTube of Robin The music video, Dancing on My Own, is there for your enjoyment. Why does this rom-com tie together the hours we live now, you ask? Well, well, well. I'd say it's a blend of lovableness sprinkled with empowerment, a dollop of the roaring 20s of the 21st century, writing, direction, performances to die for, and all served in a 2026 version of the Summer of Love. Moreover, and I did just say moreover, as I tend to do, I don't look away from humans and humanity to Mother Earth and her children. Rather, I titrate every now and then. That is, I lean away from the gray and into the way a story brings out my sparkle and reminds me that a difficult passage tends to be followed by a well-lit path, one ready for my feet to sashay and my arms to reach towards the stars. Speaking of the skies, Venus has nestled well into Leo. Already she nears the 18th degree, a hurrah before her early October retrograde. Jupiter's fixing to move himself into the same fixed fires till 726 of the year 2027. All the while, Luna's waxing to fullness. Mercury follows with a retrograding cha-cha-cha, yeah, 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 soon after Mars conjoins Uranus, transit in the Hoppa, which stands to be a doozy. But, I digress. And play by play, Calais finds you if you scroll, 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 baby. Okay, I'm being a goofball today. So we have a picture here. I want to say it is in China, but I'm not sure. The photo's by Pham, and it's licensed by Unsplash. The image piqued my curiosity. Who are these folks? Where are they? What are they looking at? I can only imagine. And still, I love their arms around one another, their linked affections. All right, ba-ba-da-doo-boo. Let's go to our calendar, June 28th to the 30th. I'm actually recording on the 29th, but let's include the 28th because then you can have a sense of why things went the way they did yesterday, hopefully in the positive. But if it was in the negative, perhaps it was a wonderful growth period for you. Another character building experience, indeed. Okay, so this is the in brief calendar, and the year is 2026. Times given are Eastern Daylight Time, which are Greenwich Mean Time minus 5 hours, everybody. June 28th, Mars sextile Jupiter at 12:50 a.m. I recommended to do something that promoted your growth. June 28th, Mars entered Gemini at 3:29 p.m. Guide your driving thoughts gently, gently. June 28th into the 29th, long lunar transit. Luna leaves Sag at 1:05 a.m. on the 28th and arrives in Capricorn, so has just arrived at 3:19 a.m. on the 29th. June 29th is Sharpie's birthday. June 29th also, and this is still in the hopper because I'm recording in the morning time, Mercury retrograde at 1:36 p.m. at 26 degrees of Cancer and until July 23rd. Reflect during these days, and especially as we come to the middle of this 3+ week period. June 29th, full moon at 7:57 p.m. at 8 degrees 14 minutes of Capricorn, ruled by Saturn with essence of the Sumerian god of water and wisdom, Enki. Okay, here's my little read. Enki was the god's name in case that was confusing. My read is lead well, trust your inner guidance system. Your fascia and your bones may feel this full moon. The supportive muscles of your spine might be sensitive. Your skin, your nails, your hair may be more receptive to messages from space. Spleen energy could be quite vibrant. June 30th, Jupiter enters Leo at 1:52 a.m. and until 7 to 6:27. We already discussed this. Expansion times two for a year. It's pretty cool, actually. Jupiter and Leo are happy, so happy together. June 1st, Luna moves from Capricorn to Aquarius from 7:51 a.m. to 3:33 p.m. She'll be settled in Aquarius all day on July 2nd. July 3rd, 4th, yet another longish lunar transit. Luna leaves Aquarius at 1:27 p.m. and arrives in Pisces at 2:30 a.m. on Independence Day. July 4th, which is Independence Day, Mars conjunct Uranus at 2:08 a.m. Man, oh man, this is a biggie. Batten down the hatches, soothe yourself and your pets. Don't get too nutty with the fireworks. Rather, put your energies in places that promote your life's purpose. If you find it hard to focus, hang tight, stay relatively relaxed, and remind yourself all will fade in time. July 4th, here's our little silver lining. Mars sextiles Neptune at 8:44 p.m. This transit may feel better. Drive may harmonize with your spiritual purpose. Fingers crossed, times three. All for now. I will do a little thank you action to Alex, A-Dub, Big Ricky, Deanna, Ginger, Jude, Kelly, KM, Lera, Laura M, Lazardsky, Marnie, PJ, Peggy, Fally, Siegel, Soster, Terry, Tina Z, and Shirls. And I get my calendar inspirations from Llewellyn's 2026 Astrological Daily Ephemeris and Aspertarian. I am certified in clairvoyance, animal communication, ministry, and all that jazz. And so I close my eyes and I meditate and I look at the energy in addition to the tool of the astrology. That's kind of the mechanism behind these little communiques and calendars I offer you all for now, friends. Till tomorrow, and in carrying the light. Ba, 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 da, da.